Hey everybody, Anthony from H&E Games here with a quiz show. And today on Transformers Reviewers, we pit two teams and their knowledge against each other. The prizes today are those feelings that one gets when they take pride in their encyclopedic knowledge of their hobby. If you wish to be a part of the live audience, remember to subscribe to this channel and join the chat to help and or hinder the teams. But first, next month we'll be live streaming the second episode of this quiz show with Team Tales from Teletran, which includes Input and Danny Dolphin. They will be against Team Arbitrary Hero with Cameron and a yet-to-be-named teammate. And then on the weekend of November 19th, we will have our annual holiday shopping guide. We will discuss what you should be looking for in Transformers this holiday season. If you are a Transformers Reviewer member or affiliate and wish to participate, reach out to me to get one of these 5 or 6 spots. Just say, I will be producing it, but I will not be on it because that is a lot of effort because you have to open up all those links and stuff. Anyway, the live stream will most likely occur on a Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If I have to, it'll have to be after work on Saturday, which will be like 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, a discussion from once people have jumped on board. As with last year, we will be taking December off, but in January we'll be holding our annual year-end review. Now, let us start by introducing our teams. And before we begin, Sardo and Bert the Stormtrooper had last-minute situations that required their attention, so they will not be participating tonight. But you can always still check out their channels and social media via the TFR website. And the link is in the description. So first, we'll start with Inutabi. Go to Inutabi, tell people how they can find you.
You can find me on YouTube at Inutabi. You can find me on the IG as Inutabi Collects. You can find me on Twitter as CollectsE. Got a Facebook page as Inutabi, and I think that's it for right now.
Okay. And Patriot Prime, please tell people how they can find you.
Well, you can find me here on YouTube, of course, and Instagram. Both of those is Patriot Prime Reviews. I also have a Facebook page, Patriot Prime Reviews, and I'd rather catch myself in my zipper than do Twitter. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, that's all you're going to find me on.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm thinking to myself, I must be masochistic. But anyway, so the rules are simple. I will ask a question or reveal a silhouette. The audience will be able to submit their answers in the chat. Each team will have a group chat window, which only I can see, where they'll type out their answers. And the teams that answer correctly will receive a point. After we conclude the final question, we will tally the points and declare a winner. And if there is a tie, one member from each team must convert a figure that they both have on hand in sudden death. So they must start in bot form and convert into alt form.
Finding one step changer laying around.
You have to be the same figure. It has to be the same figure. Inutabi, do you have Wreck-Gar?
Yeah.
Yeah, grab a Wreck-Gar.
He's in. Got RC sitting on him in motorcycle mode.
So the first conversion will receive the point and win game. Okay, so let's first. So there's a saying, because I totally don't have this scripted or anything. So how we're going to do this is I'm going to start reading the questions here. They're going to be on the screen that I'm going to show you right now, and then I'll give it about 30 seconds for Patriot and Inutabi to post to the chats. Again, you cannot see them. And, of course, if you are watching, you can try to hinder or help them by stating your answers in the chat. So we're going to begin real quick into the first question. In the opening scene of the God Gambit, which Autobot was shot down by the Decepticons and crash landed on Saturn's moon Titan? So go ahead and type into Facebook. And for you watching, go ahead and type into the chat. So I have Patriot's answer and waiting for... Okay. And to see what the correct answer is, it's Cosmo. Or Cosmos. I don't know, I'm missing an S there. But Cosmo. Cosmo Kramer. So Patriot Prime actually got that one, so we're going to add a point to his score here. And
it's very lopsided, I feel.
It's fine. Okay, so on to the next question. What was the name of the only 5-episode story arc in the Transformers series? We're talking G1. You don't have to get it exact, but I need to know what you mean, so go ahead.
What was the question again?
What was the name of the only 5-episode story arc in the Transformers G1 series? Okay, I have Patriot's answer. Okay, both of them have answered correctly. Here's the answer. So we will add a point to each one.
Right.
Okay.
Got one.
So we're 1-2. On to the next question. Who was the first Transformers seen in the G1 animated series? First Transformers seen in the G1 animated series. Patriots answered. Oh, okay. So both have answered, and the answer is Wheeljack. So they both get a point.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what did I do wrong? Yeah.
Just think back to the episode. It's like, which one?
Well, it helps that we just did the Origin Bumblebee review.
Yeah.
I rewatched it, so I gotta have that little clip.
Yeah. I was debating which one was it? Him or Wheeljack?
I would have said Bumblebee because I remember them being in the Origins mode, the Cybertronian mode, and that's the first one that always pops in my head. But
it started out with them coming out of that grate, and Wheeljack was the one that came out of the grate first.
Yeah. Okay, on to the next question. Wildrider of the Stunticons resembled what specific vehicle when transformed? So this one, if you're not a car person, this might be a little bit more difficult, but I'll even just take the brand name if you're not sure the exact model.
That's a total
Okay,
guess
the answers are in. Let's see which one was correct. A Ferrari.
Oh, I got them backwards. I did dead end.
So nobody gets a point, but I love the fact that now Tommy was close, but Patriot Prime's answer was a Fiaro. We used to have one. That's not
for some reason, Counterpunch was in my brain. I was like, well, that's what he is. And I just could not think. And Stunticons are my favorite group, and I just
mine too. But I get the two backwards between Dead End and Wildrider, just because they're kind of the same color.
Okay, well, on to the next question.
Yeah.
In the episode Autobot Spike, a brief glimpse of which movie was being watched by Spike. Hi, Jay Lee. Okay, so we got one answer. Okay, so let's see what the audience says. Jaylee, do you have a guess for what movie Spike was watching? Okay, so keeping in mind when this episode was, Transformers the movie is not even. It would be a paradox, a time travel thing. But Patriot Prime got the correct answer. It is in fact Frankenstein. So we will add up.
Yeah.
Okay. So on to the next question. Which Decepticon was left behind to guard Cybertron in the Season 1 episode More Than Meets the Eye? This should be easy. This is G1 again. So let's see what the answer. Okay, they both have the correct answer. And it is Shockwave. So we're going to add a point to both. So the score right now, Unitabi 3 and Patriot Prime 5. Okay, going on to the next question. In the episode The Golden Lagoon, which Transformer was the first to totally immerse themselves in the Electrum pool? Got one answer. And looks like we have the second. Okay, so the correct answer is Thrust.
Now,
Patriot got it. See, now, Inutabi went Beachcomber, but that's exactly who I thought, too. So I had to actually watch the video.
Because it was a Decepticon that found out what it did. And that brought the other Decepticon. I just couldn't remember if it was Ramjet or Dirk or Thrust.
I hadn't watched that in a while.
Yeah, neither have I. I was like, really? Yeah, okay, it is. Next question. What was the last name of the Autobots' human friends Spike and Sparkplug? So what were their last name? Okay, the answers are in. And both were correct. It is Witwicky. Which is funny. I didn't use these questions, but I used to, at a game shop I worked at, did bar games. So we would do stuff like this. Can't drink in a hobby shop. Yes, very good, Jay Lee. It is a Witwicky. I realize there's a delay, so, but just some of the answers are so hilarious, and that's what makes this kind of like a fun thing to do. Next up is, what was the name of the female alien in the God Gambit who was the leader of the anti-religious faction on Titan?
Okay.
Good luck on that one.
Yeah.
The difficulty does go up a little bit, so... So the answers are in for the guys. See if Jay Lee has a guess. Hey, Ninja Bill. Okay, so Jay Lee is stumped. So the answer was Teleria. So no one gets a point this round. Although I do enjoy Inutabi's answer.
Oh, what was it?
Gamora. Okay, on to the next question. When the Quintessons interrogated Cup during the Five Faces of Darkness Part 2, what did he say his name and job title was? When the Quintessons interrogated Cup during Five Faces of Darkness Part 2, what did he say his name and job title was? So I have one answer in. Jay Lee, Ninja Bill, anything?
Hey, Ninja Bill.
Good one, Patriot Prime. I mean, oh. Okay, so the answer was teaspoon and chief dishwasher. And so Inutabi answered a cup and a barista, which, okay, that makes sense. Patriot Primer said cup and then a ball protector. Oh, wow, that was... Whew. Okay, so moving on. Some original answers. When Megatronus was created by Primus, what was his primary purpose? And this is the last question before we move to silhouettes. Megatronus created by Primus, what was his primary purpose? And we'll have to give it a minute because Patriot dropped, so... Waiting on Patriot Prime. Sorry, everybody. If I remember correctly, he lives in West Virginia, so the chances are the wind blew and that's what happened. Oh, wow. His power went out.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that is interesting. Hold on. Let me send him the... Oh, wait, I did. Okay. Let's see if we can get him to connect by phone. There we go. Welcome back.
Yeah, that was weird. Everything just went black.
Okay. Well, here, I'll give you the question. When Megatronus...
I got to get everything pulled back up.
Oh, okay.
Give me 1 second here. Yeah, that was a whole what the hell moment. Well, it's funny. There's no weather. It's not storming or anything. So it's just something.
I'd guess the wind blown, but I guess not.
Somebody run into a power pole.
A fart in the wind.
All right. When Megatronus was created by Primus, what was his primary purpose? What era are we talking? Is this G1?
This was a general question.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't era specific. Got to really think, because I needed this to be a tiebreaker if possible. So, okay. So the answer is he oversaw entropy, the orderly dissolution of all things in preparation for the next creation.
That was my next guess. God, man.
I figured like Rodimus Primal and Bacon probably could have guessed it, and that's pretty much the level. But so right now the score is 4-7, and we're going to switch to the silhouettes.
Ooh.
So this is Who's That Pokemon, but for Transformers. Now a number of them do have multiple answers, so I'm going to put that out there first. So if the character shares a mold with another character, you despite the fact that the picture I have at the end is not that same character, as long as the mold was shared. So we're going to go over the easy one. This is a gimme. Who is this? I have one response. And the answer is Cup. So both got it. So let's add some points. So there we go. Next. Jaylee got it. Very good. Ninja Bill got it. Very good. Who is this Pokemon? This one could possibly have, I think, 3 different answers. So let's see. And both of them have guessed. What about the audience? Patriot, you're 2 of 3 on your guesses.
I know. I just realized I typed the wrong one in. I was like, that's not her name. But here, just so I know who I'm talking about.
Okay, here we go. The answer is, and you both got it. So it also could be Lifeline, and it could also be Elita.
Mm-hmm.
Peggy Peg Warmer right there.
Yeah.
Okay, next. Who is this big old sausage? It has 2 answers. And Jetfire is not one of them. Or actually, it might be one of them. Okay, there you go. Both answers in. What about... Ooh, Silverbolt. That's a good guess. I mean, it's not right, but it's a good guess. There you go, Ninja Bill. Now, I'm going to show this here. And I believe this is on the Jetfire, the movie mold, right?
Yeah, it's a retool of that movie mold.
Okay, well, both of you got it, so it's all good. I just was like, wait a minute. After I said...
if you saw me do it look like here, I'm looking right at the box, so I knew how to spell it.
I went with Jetfire at first, and I was like,
That's who I did. Yeah, it's a retool of Revenge of the Fallen Jetfire, but I think the intakes are changed up a lot.
I think it looks good. Okay, so on to the next one.
That bastard.
I hate how loose the back is, but this has two possible answers. Who is this Pokemon former? Pokeformer. Okay, both of them have an answer in. What about the audience?
He's got a turd hanging out. It's the Cheater Peter.
Yeah, also, and I'm going to show it here, it could also be Shadow Panther. Yeah, so Jay Lee nailed both ends there. And we add a point to both because they both got it right. And the score right now is 8-11, and we're almost halfway through this list. Who is this Transformer? I thought there would be two answers, but apparently there's only one. Because Slammer threw a monkey wrench in it. And both of the contestants have it. Let's see what the audience says.
My first Kingdom QC figure.
He is origami, just the way he unfolds. Okay, Ninja Bill and Jay Lee both got it, and so did our contestants. It is, I want to say Tankor. That is not correct. It is Warpath. So our score is now 9-12, and on to the next character. And we are halfway. Who is this Pokemon? It officially has two answers now. And I've received responses which are both correct from the contestants. What about from the audience? Ninja Bill, okay. Okay. Jay Lee, I'm gonna, because I mean it's obviously a Dinobot, but it's also Grimlock, and both of them did get it right. But are they making a third one? Is that what you're saying? And while you're entering that, let's go to the next one here. It is not Tarantulas. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, both of the contestants have it. What about the audience? Oh, on the Warpath. Okay, because I remember they were talking about like Slammer was supposed to be Warpath in a white paint, and then we find out that is not even the case. Okay, Ninja Bill and Jay Lee got it, and both of the contestants got it. So we're going to add some points. 11-14, and on to the next one. This one might be a little confusing. The silhouette does not do it justice. Wow, both of the contestants got it right. What about the audience?
That's a wild silhouette. I'll give you that right now.
I know. I was like, I had to keep adjusting back and forth on that show. Yes, everybody got it. It is Galvatron, but wow, that is like your brain is like, is this not right? And then in fact, it is 100% correct. So we're at 15 for Patriot Prime and 12 for Inutabi. And on to the next image. I will take two different answers for this guy, although technically it's only one. So, yeah, and Bill, I think you're correct. The little Nemesis ships probably throw off Galvatron. So I have answers for the contestants. What about the audience? I feel like once I show the picture, I wanted to do that. There's a joke in Pokemon where they show a picture of basically just a circle, and then when they reveal it, it's the top of a Pokemon and not the actual Pokemon they thought it was.
Well, looking at the thickness of the wheels, I now know who that is for sure.
And the back up under the fin, how that the
Junk
arm
in the
thing,
trunk.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jay Lee is guessing everything Prime related: Hot Rod, Rodimus, Unicronus, and it is in fact Rodimus. But I also would accept Hot Rod because the silhouette makes it, unless you're really looking at detail. So everybody got something there. So we're going to add points. On to the next one. This has 3 answers. Hey, Blue Raccoon. Oh, it looks like they submitted at the same time. Yeah, okay. I like, what? Okay, yeah. Okay, audience, who do you think this is? Blue Raccoon says Megatron.
Yes.
Ninja Bull says Megatron. Okay, so let's reveal this. Megatron, T-Rex, and Rexy. Yes, very good. So everybody gets a point. And we're 14 for Unitabi, 17 for Patriot Prime. On to the next one. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. So that was it. That is how simple this was. Less than a half an hour. And so Patriot Prime, you are the winner. So you can say this accomplishment for Dylan in the future and pass it along. So we're going to wrap this up with, let's see if I can go back to it. Before we go, let the players know how they can get, again, in contact with you. Starting with Patriot Prime, who won. How can people find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at Patriot Prime Reviews on YouTube, Patriot Prime Reviews on Instagram, and Patriot Prime Reviews on Facebook.
And coming soon, Patriot Prime Reviews on Twitter? Inutabi, please tell everybody how they can find you.
You can find me on Inutabi on YouTube, Inutabi_collects on Instagram, Facebook. I have Inutabi page. You can see that. And then on Twitter.
OnlyFans? Well, they've
Not
cut
yet.
that back.
The Twitter.
I mean, they're keeping porn, so I mean.
Yeah.
You got to pay for the hobby, man.
I was like, the one thing that because typically, and I'm going to zoom in on Inutabi here, is oops, I did the wrong button. Hold on.
That's the light switch you just hit.
Wait, what? So usually behind Inutabi is just a stack of unreviewed toys, but he doesn't seem to have that behind him right now. So did you catch up to your backlog, or are those
no, it'd take about a year to catch up. I could do a review. I could do a review for a new a figure every day for the next 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because if I remember correctly, right now, you can believe the stack of Toy X decals I got.
Because if I remember correctly, Inutabi, you actually have a whole nother room, right?
Yeah. I got another room in here that's all Star Wars and Masterpiece stuff. This is just like Chug and IDW. And G.I. Joe's. The whole other room is all the Masterpiece stuff. I got about all the Autobots and a bunch of Decepticons, stuff like that.
Okay. So for everybody who's watching, please remember to check out Transformers Reviewers on the internet. All of its information has been scrolling along the bottom of the screen. You can also find the description has the website where you can, again, find all the links to these guys' channels and social media. Thank you, Inutabi and Patriot Prime, for playing today. Again, remember, next month we're doing episode 2 of this, and then in November we're doing our holiday special. Thanks to everybody who participated in the audience. Please remember to like and subscribe everything you see from us. And I'm from H&E Games, so go check that out too. And thanks, everybody. See you later.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Hooah!
See you around like a donut.